Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry we are late, and welcome back to the Coffee Company, where we're doing our traditional, not so traditional, Friday football stream. So, the rules of the show are, as usual, we're going to be really chill, we're going to be really nice, but we're going to talk some football today. We're going to look at the fixtures, and we're gonna predict in our own predicted way. Whilst we turn the music down because that's a bit loud. Hopefully everyone is well. Hopefully you're always well. And yeah, it's the end of the week. It's been a really nice week weather-wise, but today we're having it's a bit grey, isn't it? And speaking of grey, we're going to welcome Mr. Anthony Gray into the chat. Hello, Anthony. Hopefully you are doing well. And yeah. Hello. Hopefully you're well, sir. Anthony's saying, so what's the best result tomorrow? Arsenal versus Man United. A draw, so they both need to drop points, or Arsenal are nearest to us, so let them lose, then worry about Man United another day if it comes to that. We will talk about that in the coming minutes. Couva99 is in the chat. Afternoon, Couv. Afternoon, sir. Hopefully you are doing well. Saying, what a turnaround. This time I'm ready and Ben is late. Yeah, strange things have happened. Strange things have happened today. Anthony's saying, I would like to see West Ham beat Chelsea, but that third place could then be a more realistic proposition if things carrying on in that lane. I think we're getting too ahead of ourselves there, Anthony. Jason Bell. Welcome, Jason, sir. Hopefully you're having a good day. IMO, a Woolwich loss is better for us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alexander Hilton's being Alexander Hilton as usual. Couva99 is in the chat saying, I'd love Chelsea to go on a bad run and both us and the Scum finish above them. It'd be fitting for them to finish up with no CL football next season after throwing the match. Absolutely. We know they threw the match. I was speaking with my lovely Liverpool fan, Mr. Glenn, today, and he didn't think they threw the game, and it was clear to me they threw the game. Bastards, as we say. Yeah, they threw that game. Absolutely going into all the conspiracy theories, they threw that game. Catman Jess is in the house saying, good afternoon, Ben, to you and everyone in the chat. I missed all of you. Feeling better. A very sunny day here as well. Hopefully you are better as well, Mr. Catman Jess. Lovely to see you better. And yeah, hopefully it's a really nice day for you. And yeah, welcome back to the chat, sir. Always lovely to see you in the chat. Mr. Chris Agabambar is in the chat. Chat disconnected. Successfully connected. Oh, bloody hell. Good afternoon, Ben. Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Mr. Chris Agabambar. Lovely to see you in here as always. Anthony Gray saying, I had a good swim with Anita Jones today. Feeling chilled. Awesome. Hopefully she's doing well. Big up to Welsh Girl for asking where I was yesterday. I appreciate you, Welshie. I feel the love when I watch. Yeah, we look after each other here in the Coffee Beans. We want to see everyone that's doing well, everyone's healthy. As I mute the idiots in the Irish Hotspur that are complaining about nothing, as much as we love them, bloody hell, needs to stop arguing about rubbish. So, I have not prepared this, but we're going to do it. I've not prepared it, so let's... Premier League fixtures. As the smooth beat comes in. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Let's put that up there. Done. Look how professional we are. Look how professional we are. I'm going to close the door. It's a bit of a draft in here. Let's go. Right. We're going to look at this weekend's fixtures. And then we're going to talk about them. What have we got open? Oh, that's got only cool guitars. Nothing crazy there. So, first game of the weekend is tomorrow. Manchester United versus Arsenal at the Scum. What does everyone think this result's going to be? Does everyone think the Arsenal are going to win? Do we think that Man United are actually going to turn up for once? Put your thoughts in the chat. Put your thoughts in the chat. Personally, I think it's going to be a draw. I think Arsenal are going to be very high off of their win versus the Chelsea, or not a win, it was a scandal of Chelsea throwing the game, and they're going to be a bit too big for their boots, and I think United are going to bring them that to the ground. United are going to experience what we call the new manager bounce, even though he's not managing them yet. But a lot of those Man United players are going to be realising that it's going to be the end of their career if they don't play well for the rest of the season. So, my prediction is it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I think it's going to be a very low scoring draw. Both teams are not going to want to lose tomorrow. Because Arsenal, as much as Arsenal need to win, I think they'd rather not lose. So I'm predicting a 1-1 draw. I think Ronaldo is going to score. He's returning for obviously the horrible loss of his child. Hopefully all thoughts go to the Ronaldo family, and hopefully... but it's a shocking thing that's happened. But Ronaldo is going to be back tomorrow, so I think he's going to get a goal. I think he's going to get a goal tomorrow. Nifa Jones might pop in to say hello, but she's not really into football, probably only a bit, as she knows I know I'm at Tottenham. Bless her. Yeah, bless her. I think Ronaldo plays if Ronaldo plays Man United win. Very interesting. He's definitely got a point to prove, and he's got love to play for. So that's always an incredibly powerful motivator. Alexander Hilton saying Woolwich 2, Man United 3. Interesting. So that's definitely a possibility. That both teams' defences are poor, and United have got a very decent attack when they get going. So it could be a very high scoring game. We'll have to see. Man United just got Ten Hag and bring them up for it as well. Yeah, possibly as well. The new manager bounce is no... Oh, as I hear the sound of my own voice, I hate it. Just going to share that on all the WhatsApp groups. See if it actually does anything. Both teams' defences are poor. Especially with United. United have got the fridge at the back with Lindelof. But both their teams are poor. Arsenal were very lucky the other day to salvage a win. Chelsea were awful. It's a shame Chelsea never do that versus us, but hey-ho. Answers, I can see a 1-1 draw anyway, Arsenal versus Man United. Yeah, I think it's going to be a draw. Catman is saying Nketiah was impressive versus Chelsea. Well, it was just lucky. He got two terrible moments of defending from Chelsea, and he got 2 goals. That was it at the end of the day. Chelsea were awful. And this is the rare time I'd love to see a Ronaldo hat-trick. It'd be nice for him after him going through a horrible week with what's happened to him. But at the end of the day, I want him to batter the Scum. So we really need to see United get either a point or 3 points. But I really hope that wouldn't be the catalyst for United to play well for the rest of the season and then pip us to the top 4. So draw is what I'm hoping for. Keeps both teams in a way, and hopefully that is it. Let us know what your thoughts on the game are for anyone that's in the chat, and before we move on to the next fixture. Let us know. But definitely going to be a very interesting game. It's a 12:30 kickoff as well. You never know what's going to happen. Arsenal coming off a win and United coming off an embarrassing loss. So it could be one seems too comfortable and the other team is right up on it. So maybe, just maybe, this can be an interesting game. So we're going to move towards Leicester and Manchester City. No, Manchester City. Leicester and Aston Villa. Leicester are playing alright at the moment, aren't they? They're not doing bad. Can I look at their form in the last couple of games? I can. We can look at their... Bloody hell, this is hyper-professional. Stats. We know this is the Jack Kanicki side of things. The stat page. Hashtag stats with Jack. What's the last form guide? Oh no, I was talking rubbish. Leicester are doing... They drew in the last moment. They really should have won that game. Everton are awful. But if you look at the Aston Villa side, they've lost in 4 games in a row. Leicester are going through a bit of a choppy time as well. Kauffie saying I had to settle for United. And the scum battling out for a dire 0-0. Tons of red cards and injuries and docked a couple of points after a mass brawl. Yep, that's what we want to see. Catman Jess is saying Ronaldo has scored 8 and 4 assists in 16 matches versus Arsenal in his career, only losing 4 of the 16. Yeah, it's a massive stats. Massive stats. Alexander Hilton saying Leicester 1, Villa 3. Yeah. It could be because Villa are coming, and hello to Mr. Carterman whilst we're in the comment section. Good afternoon to Carterman. And if your lovely wife is watching, good afternoon to her as well. And yeah, look at Villa's form is poor. They've had poor form over the last few games. Their new manager bounce has officially ended. Which was funny because people in our... was saying how good Aston Villa are and how Aston Villa are going to finish above us. Sodom. They're really poor. I can only see this game going one way. I can only see a Leicester victory tomorrow. Villa, if Villa play like they did against Tottenham and try and kick them off the pitch, they could do well against them. But they're poor. They are really poor. So what does everyone think the Leicester score's going to be? Personally, I think it's going to be 2-0 to Leicester. I didn't see anything from Villa against Tottenham. They couldn't finish their dinner at all. Like even Danny Ings, like almost the legendary Danny Ings, who's apparently bloody good. And yeah, so I see a 2-0 Leicester win tomorrow. What does everyone think? What does everyone think? Give me your ideas. We need a Man United win. We will have 2 games at hand on them going into the Brentford game. We need goon loss, in my opinion. Firstly, a very good afternoon to you, Mr. Aaron Dubb, sir. Always lovely to see you in the chat. Hopefully you're doing well. And yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. We need United to win. But a draw would be very nice. A draw would be very nice. What does everyone think? Leicester Villa. Leicester Villa. Leicester 1, Aston Villa 1. Definitely an idea. Leicester look alright at the moment. They're scoring goals. They were very unlucky versus Everton. But I'm thinking 2-0 Leicester. Jason Bell saying Villa have been awful lately. Leicester should have won 2-0, maybe 3-0. Yeah. Yeah. I think Leicester are going to walk over them tomorrow. I think Gerrard has a lot of work to do. An important thing for us is to get back scoring high. We clawed back a negative goal difference to get ahead of our rivals. Can't let that drop. I can see goal difference being relevant. Catman saying, I loved your Uncle Russell, quoting Danny Blanchflower last weekend. That's why we played a game to find that. Yeah, that's just Russell was deliberately vague. But it's a great quote. Bobby K, it's Bobby K. A very happy Friday to Ben and all, of course, and all of you lovelies in the chat. Mr. Bobby K, hopefully you're having a great day, sir. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning for you for the lovely kids on 3 Spurs Boys, all one word. Let's find that YouTube channel. For anyone, let's see if we can find that channel. There we go. Bang, bang. Oh no. Before we forget, tomorrow afternoon, you can find me on here. Bang, bang, bang. Here we go. I'll be deliberately vague as well when we play Liverpool. Yep, that's the way to go. So definitely get over to Bobby K's show. I've just showed it all on the stream, which is probably, you can't really see the thing, but oh well. But two other K's. I'd love to abbreviate it. That's just, yep, it's damn wrong. Yep. Yeah. Big up, Ben. Hopefully you're keeping well. Yeah, keeping very well, sir. Hopefully you're having a great day as well. Lovely to see you, the bottom doer. And hopefully you're having a great day. Big up, Bobby K. You're a gem, mate. Can't wait to have you on with the kids tomorrow. 1 PM GMT. We'll go live as soon as we're done recording. Awesome. Awesome. Can't wait to do that. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Big up, Ben, and all in the chat. Big up to you, Mr. Cousins. Big up to you, Mr. Sir. Mr. Sir. Right. On to the next game. On to the next game. Manchester City versus Watford. Do we really have to predict this game? Manchester City versus Watford? Manchester City versus Watford. Hi all, don't know much about football, listening in the background, enjoying Ben's special coffee. Lovely stuff. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, Anifa. Hopefully you're having a lovely day and hopefully you enjoyed your swim this morning. Manchester City versus Watford. This is going to be a 6-0 win for Manchester City. It always is a 6-0 win for Manchester City. And it's always. We don't even need to predict this game. Man City chasing the title. Watford are basically down, aren't they? Too little too late from them again. Too little too late. That's the only thing. Man City always beat Watford 6-0. They did so in the Cup semi-final. They did it here. 7-0. Yeah, 6-0, 7-0. Watford are awful. They are terrible. 5-0 City. Yep, we're all in agreement, aren't we? Watford are a poor football team. At home, Manchester City. Yep. Let's have a look at their form, shall we? Let's have a look at their form. What happened to it? No, not related. Stats. Head-to-head, Manchester City, Watford. 11 wins, 5 at home, 6 away. 2 draws. Here's the head-to-head. 3-1 Man City at Vicarage Road. And then before that, 4-0 Man City. Before that, 8-0. Before that, 3... Yep, it's 6-7-0 tomorrow. Only question is how many goals City win by. Can we concentrate on just the future matches for third? Chelsea down 8th. That's more relevant to us at this point. Let's predict each match. And then what's it? We want to do all the matches, Anthony. Even though we are Tottenham fans here, we need to predict all the games. Can you put that link in the chat? I did it. Just above. But if Kauffie is still here, Kauffie, you're absolutely welcome to put the link in chat as well. My deputy mod, Mr. Kauffie99, in the house. Yeah. Are we in agreement? Manchester City 6, Watford 0. I think we're in agreement. As I drink my lemonade. It's a shame that I sip drinks. Lift them up. Really appreciate you'll always be at the title of my first support. Yep. Big up Aaron Duff. Big up, sir. Always supports everyone. Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon, Mr. Bob Spur. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully you're having a great day, sir. Here to chat about the football. And yeah, maybe tell some people to piss off as well while we're at it. That's what Bob does. Kicks the door down, tells everyone to piss off, and then leaves. So, next game. Norwich City versus Newcastle United. I think it's another game that's very easy to predict for me. Newcastle are in the ascendancy. Some decent stuff they're playing. And Norwich and Norwich, they're going down. Typical yo-yo club. Typical yo-yo club. Newcastle have won the last 3 games, and Norwich. Somehow they beat Burnley 2-0. I don't know how they did that. Bowie, great name. Newcastle have won the last 3, and Norwich have won one of the last 4. So, or 5. Can't even count, Ben. Can't even count. So I'm thinking it's going to be a Newcastle United win, for sure. I'm going to predict a 4-1 win for Newcastle. I think Norwich might get a goal, but even though Newcastle, since Eddie Howe took over, have conceded one of the least goals in the league or something like that. So yeah, it's going to be, I think, thinking 4-1 Newcastle. Don't know who to score. Has the Brentford game now become the most must-win game of the season? Absolutely. We're going to get onto the Brentford game in a second. We'll probably spend the most time on that because we are Tottenham fans, so we're going to get onto it. But yeah, anything anyone else would like to add on the Norwich Newcastle game? It's easy win for Newcastle, I think. Yes, but so will each game after. Absolutely. We're playing about the rest of the season. We're playing quarterfinals. Every game's a quarterfinal because we don't win. Because we don't win finals. Every game's a quarterfinal. Right. The Brentford game crucial. Absolutely. Right. Now we're going to the only important game of the week. We're going to talk about Tottenham versus Brentford. The lads are playing the Bees, or the Hornets, or whatever the hell they are. The Bees, I think they are. Who cares? 2-1 Norwich. Oh, interesting, Catman. Interesting. Tottenham are playing Brentford, which will be the first game that Christian Eriksen has played versus Tottenham since he left 2 years ago, whenever it was. I'm slightly worried about this game, but that also gives me a bit of a hopeful that I'm a bit worried. We need to win this game. We have to win this game, and that's what worries me. In the last must-win game, though, against West Ham, or except Brighton, we should have won that game as well, but we didn't because we're rubbish. Bob is saying 4-1 Spurs. 4-1. Sorry, 1-1. 2-0 Newcastle. Interesting, yep. Okay. This is a pivotal game in our season. No results can be predicted once the pressure is on. Absolutely, Daryl. Welcome to the chat. I don't know if you've ever been in the chat before, but welcome, Daryl. Hopefully you're having a good day. Mark Cousins is saying 5-0 Spurs. I like your positivity, sir. Alexander Hilton, Mr. Steak, is saying Brentford 1, Spurs 3. Sadly, I can see this losing this one. I am very hopeful because Brentford are not a team that plays a low block, and those are the teams we struggle against. As long as they don't try and do what Brighton did to us, we should be fine in this game, personally. Kuva, last night when we spoke with him, he said it's going to be 5-2, and he said it again in the chat. (4-2) Spurs. I am predicting a 3-1 win for Tottenham because Brentford are not a team that sit back. They're a team that attacks, and I think that could do us a favour. We've got to ride the storm out. Hopefully Bentancur is fit. Fingers crossed that Bentancur is fully fit, because when he's not fully fit, we don't play football. Please use reverse jinxism. Oh, okay, all predicted loss. Okay, we're losing 5-0 tomorrow. 5-0, we're losing. Everyone predict a loss. This is called jinxism in action. But seriously, I think 3-1 win for Tottenham. Brentford are a very good team. I don't know where they are in the table. Let's have a look. We can see that. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they in the table? Why have they not put a table up? Stupid. Stupid. Hopefully Brentford play the way they have all season. I think that leaves them open to us. Oh, that's what I think. Thomas Frank is not a guy that changes his style. He's not a guy that changes his style at all. So I reckon we're going to hit them on the counter, and I think we're going to get some goals against them. Of course, I've been wrong before. So I personally think it's going to be a 3-1 win to Tottenham. It's not going to be easy. I've predicted a Spurs win for every game in the last 42 years. If only, eh? Yep. Yep. Got to be Got to be hopeful. The moment we lose hope, it's the end of football, isn't it? Form guide. We've lost the last game. We won 4 games in a row, and Brentford are doing very well. They're basically the same form. Won 4 out of their last 5. Playing some decent football and keeping some clean sheets as well. Not clean sheets. Like Burnley kept the clean sheet against Burnley and West Ham. They got that magnificent victory versus the Scum. And yeah, I think it's going to be a very tricky game tomorrow. Don't underestimate Brentford. They're a very good team, and Eriksen's playing very well at the moment. He's playing some very good football, and very happy for him, but I hope we batter him tomorrow. Previously, I predicted a draw at Brentford and a win for us at home to Brighton. After the Brighton loss, we need a win now against Brentford. Yeah, we do. We need a win anyway. We can't focus on the games that we've already done. But I think we've got to win. Every game now until the end of the season is the most important game of the season. So we need to keep it calm. But we need to win. Absolutely need to win tomorrow. Predicted lineup for the Tottenham game. We are only going to do this for the Tottenham team because I don't know anyone else's team. I think Lloris in goal. I think it's an unchanged team basically. It's the only thing you can do. I believe in the direction the team is heading in, and I predict bedwins and the trash talk the opposing fans wherever possible. Doesn't always work, but I have fun doing it and won't change. Absolutely. Let's trash talk everyone. Get them riled up. I think we're going to do well. I think Mr. Conte has been on the pitch the entire week after we've recovered from COVID. And yeah, I think him being on the training ground is going to make a massive difference, rather than Stellini and Mason and all the training team running the show. I'm not superstitious whatsoever, but tonight I'll avoid killing black cats, breaking mirrors, and saying our father backwards 3 times. Yep. The our father. Yeah. Just need to keep positive. Everyone, put on your lucky shirts, your lucky socks in Aaron's case. You better be putting your lucky sock on, Aaron. And yeah. Mark is saying, please don't ruin my weekend again, Tottenham. Yep, don't ruin our weekend again. Are there any YouTube hosts willing to put a few hundred on a Spurs win and screenshot the betting slip, or is it all talk? Why would I waste hundreds of pounds? I don't bet any time. I don't waste money. Why? No, absolutely not. No. It's just a waste of money. I'm not a betting man. That's a silly comment. We'll let it ride, but... Skippy for 5 more years made me really happy, excited to see him back on the pitch. Yeah, we need Skippy to be fit. We need Skip to be fit. It's part of the reason why we need a Skippy. Skippy's going to be the player of the future. He's probably the most exciting player to come through the Tottenham youth in a long time. Probably since Harry Kane. Probably. Skippy offers leadership. He's incredibly versatile. He's incredibly quick. And yeah, we need Skip in that team. If Skip's not in that team in the future, we need him. Most teams need a defensive midfielder. All the teams that flourish have the best defensive. We need a defensive midfielder that's we need a team with a defensive midfielder. All the teams that flourish have the best defensive midfielder. Manchester City have had Fernandinho when they were at their best. Liverpool have Fabinho. A team on the rise now is West Ham with Declan Rice in the middle. Man United teams in the past were at their best when they had a proper defensive midfielder in. You need a defensive midfielder. You need a really good one. As much as we all love Højbjerg and how well he's been doing recently, we desperately need a defensive midfielder. And Skip is going to be one of our best players in the next 10 years. He's going to be future captain, in my opinion, so we need him in the team. My lucky socks are very lucky, and I found them versus West Ham, but I didn't go to the game with the lucky socks, so we lost. Yep. You need your lucky socks. All your lucky socks, people. I think Emerson is a liability as right back. As we lost our last game, good excuse for Conte to change things just a bit, and I think Sess at right wing back is worth a go, and Reg at the usual left wing back. Thoughts? I don't want to see Sessegnon as right wing back because we've got Kulusevski on the right wing. You do not want two people on one side of the pitch who both have to cut in to do damage. Having Sessegnon and Kulusevski on the same... if you're having Sessegnon as a right wing back, you need someone who's an orthodox right winger. And I don't want to see Lucas Moura in the team anymore. As much as I like him, and he's been a great servant for us, for me, it's possibly time for Lucas Moura to be phased out of the team. And for me, we have to play Emerson, unfortunately. Unless we need to get a better right back in the summer to replace Emerson, because I just don't think he's good enough. And we have to keep the same team, unfortunately. But like what a lot of the guys in the chat were saying, we need to support every player till the end of the season. We need to put aside our petty grievances with our players and our agendas. We need to support the boys. We have to support the boys until the end of the season, full support, and we need to get them over the line. The Tottenham crowd is the most important thing for the rest of the season. We need to be behind the boys at all costs until the end of the season. Why not give Lavinia a chance? He's just not ready yet. I wouldn't put him into that pressure cooker. It could ruin his career. That could desperately ruin someone's confidence. Even Pascozzi. Sessegnon is two-footed. He is, but he's an orthodox left winger. A left back. Left wing back. Really is an orthodox left winger. That's it. We all know the lineup. Lloris, Reggie, Davies, Dyer, Romero, Emerson, Højbjerg, Bentancur, Decky, Kane. Yeah, that's the team. Can't change the team. We need two wing backs to fit Conte's system. Big summer incoming. Absolutely. When is Tanganga back? Not to the end of the season. But I don't think Tanganga has... I don't think Tanganga has a future at Tottenham, unfortunately. He seems a great lad, and it's shame to let a player go. But from what I have seen, Tanganga does not have any technical ability. He's got no technical ability. He's not quick enough to be a right back. He's not good enough to be a middle centre back. Yeah, but Tanganga isn't good enough to play for Tottenham. Hello! Hello!
I haven't seen you for ages.
Where have you been?
I know. You alright?
Yeah, we're alright. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
I haven't seen you for so long.
Okay, like that now, is it?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
It's only been a week.
Yeah, but it shows you come 2 or 3 times in a week.
Yeah.
Oh, you still on? Are you on?
Yeah, we're still on. I started.
Sorry.
For some reason, my guitar lesson didn't happen, so it's still 3:30.
Oh.
But yeah, we're talking about the football.
Yeah, what are you talking about specifically?
At this moment, we're talking about how Tottenham can't bottle it for the rest of the season.
But you will.
That's the problem. It's always a worry.
You're joint with Arsenal for fourth?
Yep. After Chelsea threw the game,
And
corrupt bastards.
who's behind you, fifth?
We're joint with Arsenal, and then Man United are fifth. No, sixth. Arsenal, Tottenham, Arsenal, United, and United play Arsenal tomorrow, 12:30 kickoff.
And
So
who's
hopefully,
who's below them?
who cares?
No, I'm just thinking who's gonna
Yeah.
overtake you basically. Is what I'm thinking.
No one.
I don't think
West
Man
Ham.
U will.
West
Yeah.
Ham are miles behind us.
And they're doing really well in Europe already, so
Yeah, and they can't play on two fronts. They don't have the squad.
no, they don't need to if they win it. Chocolate peanut.
Yeah.
You can have more than one.
Yeah. Got three. We can change the team a bit after a loss. But the team isn't good enough to change, unfortunately. The team isn't good enough. We don't have the squad depth.
You can't keep changing it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You haven't had a consistent team.
We have the last couple of weeks though. We lost against Brighton because Brighton kicked us off the pitch and we weren't good enough that day.
That was our problem before.
Yeah.
But now we can rotate enough that it's normal. Does that make sense?
The difference is you've got an owner that backs your football team and we don't.
Leave it out.
Leave me out.
Have you got the same crowd or is it completely different crowd?
Same crowd.
They all like football then?
Yeah.
Maybe a few extras.
Yeah. A few extras today.
Weird.
Can I get you a coffee whilst we're...
Oh yes please, Ben.
Yeah. Might as well do it before we move on to the next game. It's a good transition.
Just, here's the reason for this.
Yeah.
Right?
You've got to try the new one.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah, you've got to try the new one.
Oh yeah.
It's not ready for espresso yet.
Do it for Mandy.
Yeah.
Just in case she doesn't like it. Can't see why not.
Do what?
The new one. In your. Would you have cappuccino? No, flat white.
That's quite white.
It's not ready for espresso yet.
Yeah, it's fine.
What
But you can do it as a flat white, can't you?
I can, but what I'm saying it's not ready to be used in
So how can we have it?
filter, basically, at this moment.
Oh, in that case, do Mandy's usual.
Yeah.
And I'll have that in the filter.
Yeah, that's what you... Yeah.
Please.
What is it when you say, is this the one for the coffee?
No, no, it's good news.
Oh, it's Nunu.
No.
The Victor.
When did you do it, Ben?
We've gone from
A
car
couple of days
references
ago.
to football references.
Oh, was that my pick? Let's not lose that.
What's that smell?
Sorry, was that me? Can't see that.
How is everyone win every game 5-2? I'd like to not concede every game. 3 at the back, no wing backs, and 5 up front. That's the what's it called? That's Aussie RD-less football. That is. Simple maths in it. We need United to win and us to win. Yep. Simple maths.
How you doing, Ben?
Yeah, doing alright.
You booked your blood test yet?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. My mum and dad had their 4th jab yesterday.
Ha! I had that months ago. If you had your way, you'd be playing steak ball, 1 at the back, the keeper and 10 up front, smeared in the cream pepper sauce. Yep, that's what way you'd have it.
How many people we got on?
It was about
13.
17 before.
Oh.
I mean, to be honest, when we were attacking, we played 2 at the back and then 10 up front. What am I talking about? 8 up front.
How many players do Liverpool have? No wonder that's why they win football games. They play 1 million players.
Yeah, Friday maths is not.
Cheats.
Have they got?
We'll get on to the Liverpool game in a sec. Stop jumping the gun.
What's that graphic all about?
Graphic.
Yeah, is that recent results?
Yeah, that's the results.
Okay.
We're being professional. We're actually bringing up the results and the head-to-heads.
Okay. You need another screen reader, don't you?
Yeah. Need a better computer, really, but oh well.
Could you not link it to the TV?
I could, but then I lose my fish. What's more important, a second screen or the fish? Fish is more important.
I don't know, not at this moment. I think the second screen, especially when there's information on it, could be useful. Yeah, I bought one. I was in a meeting. There you go. How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been alright.
Don't know Easter.
Doesn't exist in my family, so it was alright.
You had 4 days off, didn't you?
That's the only thing that happened. 4 days off. Big up Mark and Mandy from Catman Jess. Phil was in the house. Afternoon Hollywood Phil. Hope you're alright. Yeah. That's fine. Running out of plates.
Your heating on?
It's always hot in here.
Very warm in it.
Totally agree on both. Right. If the same team played in substitutes, I hope Bergwijn can play more than the last 5 minutes. If that, he needs a good 30 minutes. Put him on before Mora, please. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We do not want to see. I don't want to see Lucas Moura ever again. I'm fed up of him. Does the same thing every week. Tries to beat 10 players, falls over, and then the team's attacking us.
Yeah.
Time to change. Great servant, needs to go.
He's not consistent enough, is he?
No, isn't
He'll do something worldy, and
Yeah,
that's
he'd
it.
do something absolutely brilliant and then be crap for 5 games.
Mm.
For the visit. Can do now.
Two more.
Watch it.
Two.
Two biggest ones in the back.
Yeah. Dark black batteries. The cold and grey is the only scene spoke to anybody about machine and the music teacher.
Cool day for him, really.
Huh?
It's been a cool day for him.
Yeah, quite fine.
Cool, without school.
Only Thursday.
What's everyone chatting about? Big up Ben, big up Ian. Hopefully you're having a great day, sir. Hopefully you're having a great day. I'm left-footed. I felt prize possession back in my senior school. Yeah, the only 5 up front with Bergwijn's 5 up front's an interesting one. Lucas had a 20% pass rate when he came on in the last game. Yep, he creates our best.
Wow.
Yeah, 20% pass rate. Great.
I can match that.
Where is that?
So, where's this one from?
This is from
Kenya.
Kenya.
You haven't done a Kenya-based roast before, have you?
No.
Ooh. Tried it yet?
Yes.
And where does it fit amongst your other supreme coffees?
It is different because it's a washed coffee, and I usually do natural coffees.
Okay. What can I expect?
Very fruity, very orangey. It's like drinking orange juice. It's delicious.
Doing good, I think. What's the man stop then?
105E.
It's got the original.
Having it?
Yeah.
That's the one that the coffee shop.
No,
No.
Oh, I've looked at it. I've read it, haven't I?
that's the house bin. We've had that one for years quite a lot.
Sorry, Ben? Sorry, Ben? What's that?
You've had that one quite a lot.
Have I?
Yeah.
Once I've got used to those ones.
Yeah, that's true. It's a bit more
Unless that's the peanuts, it's good.
could be.
Probably is the peanuts. If you could pick one player out of each of the top 5 leagues and add to the team, who would it be? Divine Wrench. Have you heard of Divine Wrench?
No.
He's the right back for Ajax.
All right.
He's 19 years old. He's bow-footed. So imagine him like Trent Alexander-Arnold, but on steroids. He can play with both feet. He's quick.
Better than Trent.
Yeah.
Going forward.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
He can play in any position on the football
I
pitch.
think I'm being biased here.
Nope, he plays for Ajax. Your one's being biased.
Right.
He's 19 years old and he's already in the Dutch team, starting.
Nice.
He is a sensation. Play any position, left back, right back, centre midfield, defensive midfield, striker, but any position
So
on
does
the
he
pitch.
play behind Dumfries in the national team?
Ahead. Ahead. He's in the team.
Oh, okay. So Dumfries isn't pushed on. He's left out.
He probably is. I haven't seen how the Netherlands.
Interesting.
I think is Dumfries a left back or a right back?
Right wing back, but he plays almost like a right winger. To be fair.
Wrench has been ahead of him then. He's been playing.
Interesting.
We've basically been watching clips of this kid. Not that football clips are the way to buy a football player.
No.
But you can tell that the way this kid plays is unbelievable.
So that'd be like what, your 4th right back in 3 years?
Yep. We can't sign right backs. We're cursed.
Maybe you could sell them.
Yeah. Never understand why weaker players don't train using their weaker foot more. I used to practice hours tackling, passing, shooting, crossing and dribbling until I was useless with either foot. Great stuff, Keith. Great stuff. But yeah, there's a few players. There's Divine Wrench. Tottenham needs Bastoni. Centre back from Inter. Bastoni's awesome.
What's that?
Who
Is
you
that
play
one
for?
of Lara's pins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Loads on there. That was me. What nationality is he?
Bastoni, Italian, I think. Either that or Argentinian, or all I know is he's a hell of a player.
Oh, excuse me.
Is she?
Thank you. Oh, but it's one of those.
Problem is, and this has been, from my perspective anyway, for a while, you've had talent,
Yeah.
just not a good team, and not a good attitude.
It's the same thing with Liverpool 10 years ago. You had all the talent and none of the attitude.
Yeah, exactly. And to be fair, when Klopp came in, we had a really poor team.
Yeah.
But he got them all with the right attitude, and we started to push on. And now we're just absolutely flying.
Sushant Basar was in the building. Hello, sir. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully, thank you for coming to the chat. I've never seen you in here before, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Take a seat and hopefully you're having a great day. Just play Couva in midfield. Could do a job tackling and be a destroying midfielder. Yeah, absolutely. Play Couva. Silly question here. Are there players in the MLS that could be diamonds in the rough for the Premier League, or is the quality gap too big? I don't really know. I don't really watch the MLS.
I'd say it's too big.
It probably is too big at this moment. That's why all the best American players go straight to Europe. They don't never play in the MLS. So that's the problem. This is the way the league works. Right. After that long gap, we're actually going to look at the next game, which is Brighton versus Southampton.
Bit of a derby, isn't it?
No, it's not. It really should be. It's
South-based derby.
Seaside derby. And Brighton have been playing well recently. They lost to Man City because every team loses to Man City except if you're Liverpool. Yeah, buddy, what's the time now? The time is 4:30. I think this is going to be a very boring football game. Brighton are doing well at the moment, so I think 1-0 to Brighton, I think. Any idea? Brighton, Southampton? Southampton have been playing pretty poorly recently, but they got a win against the Arsenal.
Yeah, both of them though. Both of them
can be really good on their day.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really hard game to sort of predict from the amount of football that I watch other than my own team.
Who did Brighton play yesterday?
Manchester City, they beat us.
Yeah.
They beat Arsenal, so North London is theirs, according to them, which is really funny.
That sounds like they were doing all right.
And then got absolutely thumped by City.
Yeah, most teams get thumped by
Most
City
people,
though.
to be fair.
Yeah, usually the top young talent USH head for Europe. Yeah, it's the best. They go straight to like Dortmund's and Leipzig's and
There's one at Barcelona. There's obviously Chelsea, Man City.
they go straight to
Norwich.
Europe. The American players.
Yeah.
United Spurs of America. Welcome, sir. First time I've seen you in the chat. Hopefully you're having a great day.
That's pretty cool. United Spurs of America. I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah. Prediction for the Brighton game. I think 1-0 Brighton. I think it's going to be a boring game. I think Brighton are going to win this game.
I'm going to 2-1 Brighton.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll keep Southampton out completely.
Brighton 1, Southampton 1. Yeah, that's definitely a prediction. Almost done. Yeah, I've got the nail on the head now. I've got the
Technique down.
yeah. More coffee.
Oh, it's the best water about, other than Fiji water.
I don't have any plates at the moment. Jan stole my plates when they ate Eddie's baklava.
Oh, okay.
So,
I
there we
don't
go.
really like Voss. It tastes it's dirty.
Hey, coffee. Enjoy your streams. Just usually miss the lives. Yeah. Anytime you can watch, though. Anytime you can watch. We're going to move on from this Brighton game. Boring.
Next.
Burnley versus Wolves. New manager bounce, Burnley. New manager bounce.
What happened to Daesh?
Got sacked.
No.
Yeah, ridiculous, right? They sacked him after 10 years. They sacked the only manager that probably have kept them up.
Wow.
Evil American owners. As much as we love American owners, because we want them to buy Tottenham.
For me, I reckon, even though they're on a bit of a bounce up, like you say, from the new manager, Wolves are good.
Wolves are a very good team at
They're
the
a very
moment.
good attacking team.
Very good defensive team as well.
They'll rip Burnley apart as soon as Burnley step onto them.
Never underestimate the new manager bounce though. Jacob and Michael do a great show, but yeah, I've seen. I need to actually watch their show more. It's the usual thing though. What you like the other day with that new Kenny Coffee? Yeah, I've got the memory of I've got a terrible memory, but
That better not Mark.
yeah, terrible memory. But yeah, we're gonna get onto this instead of talking about the game. Burnley's owners are evil, aren't they? For what they've done to Sean Dyche. Man has been there for 10 plus years.
Well, when did they take over?
They've taken over for a couple of years, and what they're doing is what Man United did. They're basically leveraging the club, so they're earning money and paying for the club as they go. So they've taken over the club, taken money out of the club, and they're paying themselves basically. Basically what United are doing.
It's worked out well for them.
The difference is United have a global brand, and Burnley are not a global brand.
But man, you haven't done things since, have they?
You're a Liverpool fan, so you like what they're doing.
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah, keep it going.
They buy stuff like Harry Maguire.
Yeah, 90 million.
There is so many good memes on the internet just of Harry Maguire and how much he costs
Yeah.
up.
Sacking Sean Dyche, it's one of those things I hope they go down now, because I really liked Sean Dyche as a manager. He seemed like a really decent bloke. And it's because they're in the bottom three, because what Burnley have done is take all the money out of the club, not put it in the the owner's the manager's hands to buy themselves a player. They sold their best striker to Newcastle, a relegation rival.
And that was below them as well.
Below them. For the money.
Yeah, they just sold 30 million and went out of days.
Yeah.
They probably bought him for about 300 grand. He wasn't a well-known player at all, was he?
Yeah. They needed Chris Wood. They would have stayed up with Chris Wood. They've not put.
Still
They
might.
won't. But Everton will do it just about.
Well, they've got to play us first.
Yeah. We'll get onto that very soon.
Did you see Dele Alli's bit of hustling the other day? Chasing down the defender in the corner, getting the ball, put in the middle. Richarlison scoring.
Did he actually do something for the first
Did
time
he?
in 5 years?
I didn't realise it was Ali. I thought it was someone else.
Bloody hell!
I mean, that's the only thing he's done since he's been up there, and we are in April. It's a bit too exciting.
It's about time he did something after 5 years. Me. But are you sure it was Dele?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think you.
No, it was.
I'm gonna have to
So
watch
I'm
the
sure.
game now to make
I'm
it
sure.
sure it was him.
Just on the subject of coffee,
Yeah.
as this gets a bit older, where's the flavour going to go?
More fruity. And more tea-like as well. It's got a very tea-like flavour.
It has.
Like very black tea.
It's lovely.
Weghorst versus Wood. But he's not showing it at the moment, is he? But Weghorst is a better player than Wood. But Wood is... Since Wood has gone out of the team, they've...
Yeah, but how many years has Wood been in the Premiership?
Few years.
Yeah. The other guys just turned up.
You're right, though. Barely
It's a
played.
different league. Blackburn need to get Dyke and then start coming from the league.
I don't think Sean Dyche would do that.
I would, as a big up yours.
But they've basically caused Burnley to get... They've taken all the money out of the club, not put it on the playing staff, and they've ruined the club. Where does Dyche end up next? Ooh. What should happen is Dyche should go to Watford. That'd be a brilliant appointment from them. Stabilise the club. He was there before, but they sacked him, so I don't know if he'll go back there.
They turn over their managers quick though, don't
Yeah,
they, Watford?
that was a long time ago. That was 10 years ago. I think that was pre the current owners. He needs... Dyche can really build a club. He's a great manager, Sean Dyche. He did so well with Burnley on a shoestring for years.
Where are Leeds in the league at the moment?
They're doing well at the moment, Leeds, since their new manager bounced. Whether that will last, I don't know. So, I think Burnley Wolves, I'm not going to have enough for Wolves. I think Wolves are going to win 2-1. Personally.
I'm going to go 3-1.
Okay, yeah. Anyone? Score predictions? I've lost the chat. You're right though. Barely plays now. Hasn't been great yet. Only 18 years old though. Give me a year or two in the Balance League and he'll come in. Yeah. So I don't know where Sean is going to end up.
Definitely.
Easy to root for.
No, I have to
Given what Sean Dyche did work with Burnley is truly epic. Watford would be a great solid spot. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Burnley would be brilliant for him. Watford would be brilliant for him. Burnley 1, Wolves 1. Interesting. See what's happening in a bit. Wolves 2, Burnley 1. Interesting. 4-1 Spurs. Brace of assists. Sonny Brace, Decky and Benny to score. Love your optimism. For the Spurs, we're playing Brentford away. Brentford are a good team, but I reckon because the way Brentford play and they don't change the way they play, they're going to come at us, which means it's going to suit us. We like it when teams come at us. We don't play well against low blocks, and Brentford do not play a low block.
I don't think they'll destroy him. You might. I reckon.
3-1 isn't destroying though. I think it will be a difficult game. I'm saying 3-1. Wolves 2, Burnley 1. I think Tottenham are going to beat Brentford. But it's not going to be a pushover. They're a very good team. And Eriksen's playing very well at the moment.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why I come back to haunt you.
So much awful on one screen. Disgusting. Look at this revolting nonsense that's happening this weekend.
Come and see the month again, I suppose.
This is revolting. Absolutely horrific. Chelsea and West Ham.
I'm sure I changed all that.
Well, we've talked about Chelsea today and how they threw the game because they're corrupt, evil sods. Versus West Ham. West Ham don't care about the league because they're going for Europe. How do you see this game going? Chelsea, West Ham.
Yeah, Chelsea need to get back on form. West Ham haven't, like you say, haven't got much to prove. They're in the semi-final of the Europa League.
Yeah.
And Chelsea are in the final of the FA Cup. That's all they're going to show for their season.
Do you reckon that both teams are not going to care this game? Or do you reckon it's going to be... Because West Ham are only 5 points ahead of Tottenham. They do have 2 games in hand.
Where's... Oh, Chelsea are 5 points ahead of Tottenham.
Yeah, 2 games in hand.
Yeah, they'll win then.
Chelsea 1, Hammers 2 from Ian Ferguson. I love your optimism. We'd like to see Chelsea lose. I don't want to see West Ham win though. I hate West Ham winning.
Do you remember we went to the sushi bar?
Yeah.
It was 0-0 when we left.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? They ended up winning
3-0.
3-0. That would have been nuts if it would have stayed a bit longer. Been very loud.
That whole pub was must have.
No wonder I was in such wretched illness mode. Allergic. Chelsea 2, West Ham 3. Interesting. High scoring game from Alexander Hilton. I think it's going to be... I think you're right. I think it's going to be 2-0 Chelsea. Oh, they've got a win after they threw the game on Wednesday.
I don't think they will lock West Ham out. I think West Ham will put one on the board. So I'm thinking like a 3-2 or a 2-1. I think it'll be a tough game, but I just think Chelsea will have that little bit of desire to win it.
0-0. I love your optimism, Catman. I want them to have 0 points. I hate. This is the sort of thing I hate both teams with an absolute undying passion. It's a shame both teams can't lose. I want Chelsea to lose again. Open the door for 3rd place again. Remote granted, but a losing run goes a long way. Yeah, it does. But I don't think West Ham are going to do it. I don't think they're going to do it. I'm going 2-0 Chelsea. Aha! See, there's actually interest for you in this one. Liverpool versus Everton. I can only see this going one way.
Yeah,
8-0 Liverpool.
Yeah,
8-0 Liverpool.
I do think we're going to steamroll them.
I think it's. This is a.
Because put it this way, who aren't we?
You're not crap.
who are we not putting 2, 3, 4 goals against at the moment?
Man City, apparently.
No, we did 3 against them.
Oh, they still didn't win, but conceded 3 though.
No, it was 3-2
Was it 3-2?
in the FA Cup. Yeah,
Oh,
and that was in the first.
oh,
in
they
the
didn't
first
care.
half.
They didn't care about that game. They care about the league and the Champions League.
Well, they're going to lose both of them, so it's a bit silly.
Liverpool semi-truck. Liverpool versus a semi-truck. This is going to be
Park the bus.
yeah. Everton Bunny. Liverpool 4, Everton 2. I don't think Everton are getting 2 goals against Liverpool.
Yeah, they will. I'll tell you for why. Because we will just have like 10 men in their box, and they'll just hit us on the counter attack. Maybe once, twice, like Gray or Richarlison. They will nick a goal or 2 for sure, but we'll just score way more.
Another match where I want a dire 0-0.
Yeah,
Injuries, red cards, and points deducted off from Hasbro. Absolutely. 4-1 Liverpool from Catman Jess.
You used up all your data.
How do I use that data?
Just by using your phone outside. I doubled it to give you more than enough,
Yeah, but
and somehow you used double
why
it.
all of a sudden have I started doing that? Because I never used to.
I am going for a 6-0 Liverpool win.
Oof, that'd be nice.
Liverpool are a far better team than Everton
To be honest,
will ever be.
I wouldn't mind just getting out of a 1-0 win. What I don't want is some nasty injuries from
Yeah, which
dodgy
might
tackles.
happen because Everton are a dirty team as well.
Yeah, they took out Van Dijk and
One injury ruins your entire season.
Thiago.
If you lose Van Dijk, you're done. You're not winning the quadruple. And you might not even win one trophy if you lose Van Dijk. He's so important to your season. If you lose him, you're done.
He is, but not as important as he was the season when we actually did lose him.
I'm going 6-0 Liverpool.
Okay. Go 6-2.
I don't see them scoring.
I do.
Big up.
When is this match?
Sunday. 4
Big ups, love the channel, guys.
on Sky. Just see.
We're gonna work on, maybe next week we might, instead of doing the way we do it, or currently, you might try a StreamYard next Friday. Just so we can get people on. I can see Everton winning this one. Graham Sharp to score the winner. Oh wait, I'm thinking of 30 years ago. My bad. Yeah. 6-0 Liverpool. 6-0 Liverpool. Everton are shocking.
They are.
I mean,
they didn't have a new manager bounce.
no.
They went the other way.
They got worse.
Yeah.
Though Rafael Benitez might have done better with them.
Definitely. He's a good manager.
He's not what he was, and he didn't have the players because they've given him stupid money but spent it in the wrong place.
Mhm.
Typical Everton, which is why they're going bankrupt. And next game, last game of the week,
God, that could be an end-to-end game.
Crystal Palace versus Leeds. Both teams in the ascendancy at the moment. If it's going to load, there we go.
I see that being a 3-3.
What's your thinking of Vieira? He's doing brilliantly at the moment, isn't he?
Fantastic.
He's doing really well.
Well, he's taking what he did on the pitch and doing it in the dugout, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's leading.
it's why he leads by example. He is a leader of men.
And you know what? He picks the team that deserves to be picked rather than picking the same
Yeah.
old,
Yeah.
which is good to see.
Liverpool versus Everton, derby draw. Liverpool far better, but Everton fighting to stay up. Draw. Interesting. Everton might nick a goal in this one, but they'll lose by at least 3. Yep.
That's my theory.
Yeah. I think you're right. 3-3 draw. So Leeds are playing really well at the moment as well.
But neither one of them got much to lose,
Yeah.
and they've got everything to gain, so they just go for it, and they'll both be open at the back.
Palace 2, Leeds 2. Interesting. I'm gonna go. Leeds playing really well since they tightened up their defence. As much as I really like Marcelo Bielsa, he was too stuck in his ways, playing the way they were playing.
Yeah.
They were conceding 5 goals a week.
Yeah, it's not on.
It's unacceptable. It's almost one of those moments. Who do you think you are? If you're conceding 5 goals a game, you're gonna go down.
It could be one of those managers that takes on a championship team, gets them promoted,
Yeah,
get a nice little bonus,
yeah.
gets a sack, goes back again, like a Kevin Phillips of managerial.
Kevin Phillips, you mean Kevin? No, Kevin Phillips. He was a striker for Sunderland.
Yeah, but what happened was,
Oh yeah. You mean player wise?
yeah, he got not every team he played for got promoted, and he went back down to the championship and promoted again. He got some decent bonuses in them.
Yeah. Kevin Phillips wasn't a bad footballer.
He was great. Never made it to the heights the other potential for.
Yeah. Should be interesting this. I want to see Bielsa at Burnley. Interesting. Bielsa would be a really good fit for Burnley actually, if they decide to actually try and rebuild that football club.
It's a completely different philosophy, that, isn't it?
Yeah. They need to back the team for once. That was what this coffee came in. This terrible coffee. Need to bin it really. The problem with Bielsa is Bielsa could manage a top team, but he won't because he's stuck in his ways. He won't manage in a capital city. His own words. He won't manage in a capital city, which is like that's really. I sort of respect it that he wants to manage a smaller club and make them great.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say a Tottenham. Imagine what Bielsa could do if he was the manager of a Tottenham with decent money and like managing properly. He could actually go down as a legend and win things, and because he's known all the best football managers.
I suppose if he ended up at like Newcastle, with huge amounts of money now, and no previous records.
He wouldn't work for them though because of the human rights element, I think.
Oh, go on, what's that about?
Well, owned by the Saudi Arabians, aren't they? Human rights records and all that.
Oh, okay.
Not allegedly,
I know nothing about that. Is that too political?
probably a bit too political. I don't think he'd work for the Saudi. He wouldn't work for the Saudi Arabians, I think, or any team like that. I don't think he'd work for a PSG or a Manchester City. I just don't think he would work for a club like that. So I don't see him working for a club like Burnley either. A team that Argentinian, yeah. But he's very set in his ways. Bielsa he probably would. But like he could. There's a reason why a lot of the best managers ever see him as their inspiration. Pochettino, Conte, Guardiola. A lot of managers see him as the coaching, like, came up with this philosophy. But he's never managed a proper team. He always manages small teams, does really well with them, gets them to the end of hits their ceiling, and then it just goes wrong. Yeah. Imagine what he could do with a team with lots of money. He could really create history, I think, and have statues of him. And
yeah, but you might like that underdog story where you bring someone up that doesn't belong there.
But the point of football is to win things. That is the point of football.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why Tottenham fans are pissed off with leaving. Is we don't win anything.
No.
We have to win. You have to. That is at the end of your career, you have to look at your trophy cabinet. And he's never won. He probably has won something, but he's never won anything of any note.
No.
Let us know if he's actually won anything, guys. But I see this as a frail. But it'll be an interesting game. Both teams playing very well. Hopefully Vieira doesn't go and manage Arsenal, which he probably will do. That's bound to happen, isn't it? In 2 years.
Yeah.
I think he could. Vieira, if he's back to Arsenal, could make them really good, and that's worrying. I don't want to see Arsenal being good again. I hate Arsenal.
I can't get it, man.
And that's actually.
I can't get into it.
Oh.
I haven't got the details to get into it, so I can't get into it.
We've actually timed this really well, because we've gone through all the games, and there's only 5 minutes left of the stream. We've done this really. We haven't overrun at all.
Mic drop there.
It's bloody great. So, let us know how you see the Tottenham game going, because at the end of the day, the majority, 99.9% of my followers are Tottenham fans.
Remind me who you got?
We've got Brentford.
Yeah, that's right.
You're going tomorrow?
No, it's away. Really should go, but. One common ball and 3 Primera Division. Yeah, but it's just like he's never won a European league. He's never won any cups in Europe. It's a real shame for a manager that's been so what's it called? Influential in the
Pioneer.
Yeah, he's pioneer. A pioneer in coaching methods. But it's never won anything. It's a real shame, but.
Why does it seem like extra amount of coffee in it?
Because I made quite a lot. 30. I put 30 in and 500 out. Basically, it's 2 coffees.
Alright. I only asked for one though.
Yeah. Only going to pay for one. We're still testing it. Brilliant stuff.
What about TT over
Yeah, they'll go kickboxing.
It's very busy out there today, isn't it?
there?
Yeah.
It's a shame none of them came over.
And
They never do.
I did say that woman standing there, look up at the sign now. With the backpack.
Needs to get that other sign done. The one on the shop.
You mean the one that I've got needs to be getting on with?
Yeah. Ben, what do you have brewing currently? We just brewed for Mark this new coffee, which I've just got in.
And tell him why you named it that as well.
It's called the Victor, after my favourite Kenyan footballer, Mr. Victor Wanyama. It's a washed, it's from Kiam Wangi. It's got 2 varieties of coffee in this origin, which is SL28 and SL34, which means it's been specifically grown for this flavour palette. It's been selectively bred. It's like that's why it's the SL is the name of the lab. Basically, that's where it's been selectively bred. It's really orangey, really got lots of lemon acidity.
Yeah,
and it's got a black tea aftertaste.
It looks a bit orangey, isn't it?
It's got that citrus fruit rind,
Yeah,
sort of slight bitterness to it.
it's really good.
different. Yeah.
It's really, really good. But that's what we have. On the espresso, we have 105E, which is a natural Brazilian, which is really good, very raisiny, lots of apple flavour as well. It's almost like having a pan of raisin in the morning, but in your cappuccino. It's fantastic. And we've got everything, we've got a lot of great stuff. Interesting stream, Ben. I hope all have a relaxing weekend, including M and M.
Hey,
Thank you.
thank you.
I do love a citrusy coffee. Yeah, citrusy coffee's great. I prefer chocolatey ones, personally, but
Well, I like the exploration of them all.
yeah.
Like exploring them.
Christmas and Valentine's muffin.
And I've still got Christmas one at home. I'm still on it. It's like, oh yeah. I remember
They've
what
still
it's
got
like.
the Christmas coffee on the microbrew website.
Have they?
I feel like I should buy it for Christmas, but then I've got a coffee for 6 months.
Will it
That,
last that long?
Looks isn't it roasted?
How long does it last then? It's not roasted.
it should last for another 12 months. Should do. Unroasted. You ever had Kauffie Luton? Absolutely not. It's cruel. That's the ferret
the
coffee.
ferret?
Oh, you were saying about that.
I don't do cruelty. I don't like animal cruelty. We won't have that in the coffee company. Ever. And if anyone brings it here, I'm going to tell them to F off. And trust me, I do tell people to F off regularly. I really had to hold off today. A customer of mine, not customer, basically a guy is opening a soft play in South Woodford. It's a soft play with offices. So let's say you're a parent, like a single parent, and you're working.
Yeah.
What you can do is you can take your kid to the soft play, and they've got childminders, and they look after your kid whilst you're, and then you can go, and they've got internet, and you can do some business calls, and they want to do some coffee. His friend came today, and he was basically telling me, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. I almost just went off. But it was like saying to me, oh, you've got to have an iPad, and you've got to do online orders. I'm like, that's not my shtick.
Telling you how to do it, run things.
Basically, I've had 2 people. I'll tell you after the stream of another guy that it really annoyed me. Yeah, we don't do animal cruelty here. Hopefully you're having a great day, Josh. It's always lovely to see you in the chat. Have a great weekend, guys and gals. Come on, you Spurs. Absolutely. We are going to end the stream here. It's been an hour and a half. It's been a very fast stream. I can't believe how quickly it's gone. It's gone so quickly. So, yeah. We're still coming up with ideas. Oh, bloody hell. The chat's gone so much, I can't go all the way to see who's come by. That's really annoying. So yeah, thank you to everyone for joining the stream. It's been a very interesting show. We're trying to improve these football shows. Hopefully get some different guests on. So hope if anyone in the Tottenham community is interested in appearing on the Friday football show, you know where I'm at. Send me a message, give me an email, and yeah, I'd love to have you on. We might try StreamYard next week to get lots of people on. Yeah, this 90 minutes flew by real fast. Sean at Spurs Talk Show after you at 5 PM. Shall we do a raid for Sean? Absolutely. Let's get the link up. That really helps.
He was here Saturday, wasn't he?
Yes. Gotta love Shawnee boy. Here's the link for Shawnee's stream. I can come down at some point. Would love to have you, Josh. And everyone spamming Shawnee's chat. Coffee beans. Coffee beans. And then, if you want, if you smell what the cough is brewing. Spam that in Shawnee's chat. He won't understand it, but spam that in his chat. We're going to go home and enjoy the rest of our day. Thank you to all of you for joining. That was a really quick stream. I couldn't believe how quickly it's gone. What's the best? Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. Brazil Manteguera, Josh. That's the one I like the most.
The week sort of gate crashed in the last 45
Yeah.
minutes. That's why it flew by.
Yeah. So we're going to end the stream here. Thank you all so much for joining. Brilliant to have you all in the chat again. And yeah. And as always,
Bye.
if you smell what the cough is brewing.
Bye, guys.